The story of Stranger Things begins in 1983 in Hawkins, Indiana, with the mysterious disappearance of the young boy Will Byers. Most assume this is a typical missing child case, but Will's friends Mike Wheeler, Dustin Henderson, and Lucas Sinclair suspect something stranger is afoot. While looking for Will, they discover a mysterious young girl with a shaved head named Eleven. Eleven has escaped from a government facility, Hawkins National Lab, where experiments conducted on her have given her psychokinetic abilities. Eleven agrees to use her powers to help her new friends try to find and save Will, while the trio of Mike, Dustin, and Lucas teach Eleven what it's like to be a normal kid. Along the way, Mike and Eleven even begin to develop romantic feelings for each other. It turns out that Will is trapped in a place known as the Upside Down, a dark alternate dimension that Hawkins' lab was investigating that also happens to be inhabited by monstrous creatures known as Demogorgons. From his dangerous new location, Will finds a way to communicate with his mother Joyce, who never believed that her son's disappearance was as conventional as it seemed. Joyce manages to convince the town's carefree Sheriff Jim Hopper to move forward with an unconventional investigation. When Hopper begins to suspect that experiments at Hawkins' lab might have something to do with Will's disappearance, he is constantly deterred by higher authorities. This emboldens Hopper to dig even deeper, disobeying his superiors and going rogue to uncover the truth. Meanwhile, Mike's older sister Nancy is dating popular bad boy and hair icon Steve Harrington. When Nancy's friend Barb goes missing, she teams up with Will's outcast older brother Jonathan, the target of bullying from Steve's friend group, to investigate the strange things happening in their small town. Nancy and Jonathan are unaware that Barb has been taken into the Upside Down and killed by a Demogorgon, meaning everyone would need to act fast to save Will from a similar fate. In the end, Hopper and Joyce use a portal in Hawkins' lab to enter the Upside Down to find and rescue Will. This also brings catharsis to Sheriff Hopper, who is still haunted by the grief of losing his young daughter Sarah to cancer. Meanwhile, Nancy and Jonathan plan to attack and kill a Demogorgon, luring it to the Byers' residence. An unaware Steve shows up at the worst possible moments, roping him into the plan to kill the monster. The trio fight and injure the creature, but the Demogorgon manages to escape. Elsewhere, the head of Hawkins' lab, Dr. Martin Brenner, has his team track Eleven and her new friends to the local middle school. The injured Demogorgon arrives, seemingly killing Brenner and his team before turning its sights on Eleven, Mike, Dustin, and Lucas. Eleven uses her powers to defeat the creature, sacrificing herself in the process. As the season comes to a close, Hopper heads into the woods and leaves behind some Eggo waffles, Eleven's favorite food, hinting at her survival. And Will Byers may have been returned home safely